When I decided to make this footer, I actually surfed the internet and I found a footer that I wanted. And when I looked at the footer, I realized it was a container, it was a row, and then it was 4 individual fields. To explain this, let's type a little bit. When you do a container, let's start here with a div dot fixed dash bottom. This is so we can fix it to the bottom and stop it from being fixed from the bottom. I'm going to do a div. I'm going to do a dot footer dash top. I'm going to do a d dash none and a d dash md dash block because in phone view I want it to disappear. I did something wrong here, so let's redo this again. Pretty easy to do. A div dot footer dash top dot d dash none dot d dash md dash block. Now normally we put a container here. I wrote a custom container for us and we'll add it to your CSS also. So we're going to do a div, a dot, a footer dash container dash custom. Then a simple div dot row. And this is where I'm referring to everything's divisible by 12 once you reach this point. If you want to do 4 columns, then you got 4 of them at 3, or if you want to do 3, you do 3 at 4, meaning a div dot column dash md3 would be set for having 4 columns. So I'm just going to copy this 4 times. And this would be a standard to have a 4-column bottom 3, 4. What I did on the other hand is I added a 5th one to mine. And inside this 5th one, we're going to hide and show. So what I did, if I make this larger, watch the top categories. I hide the top categories. I hide the popular videos. And I have extra large video and larger video. So what we're going to have here is the very first one is a D dash none. And then a D dash XL dash block. And for now, we're just going to put an H6 tag in here. We're going to call this XL video left. Now here, being we want to hide this one, we did a D dash done, and then a D dash XL dash block. Actually, we did a D dash XL dash none because we want to hide it in extra large, right? And then we want to do a D dash MD dash block so it's visible in media mode. And then these two are always visible here. So for here, I'm going to add another H6. H1 through H6 is generally a pretty safe statement for headers. H1 being the largest, H6 going down to the smaller. I'm going to call this one categories. Top categories. And that's the one that we make visible or hide, whether it's large or small. Then we had 2 of them here. I'm going to call this an H6. I'll just put it in one row. And I'll call this one about us. And then I'll do another one here. And I'll call it an H6. And we'll call this one, I think I had it called popular links or something along that line. Useful links. Useful links. Thanks. And then down here, we're going to do an XL video. Well, I'm going to put this in H6 also. And XL video right. But now we got to redo these classes because we changed things here. And we added an extra column and we want to hide and make visible. So we're going to do a D-none and then take a guess. We want it visible when it's large, so D-XL-block, so it's visible at extra large. And here we want to hide it at extra large, so we're going to do a D-none, D-XL-none, and then we want a D-MD-block. Now I have mine running at 4400, and if I go in here, 4400, I'm going to refresh it. Evidently I had another one running. Fresh. Oh, here it is, 4200. Now I have a video right, a video left, about us. And you can see the one on the left changing the top categories and useful links appearing. So we ended up with 3 columns. We seem to be hiding one we would like to get. We're fixed out as we continue forward here. So XL. Now what we need is a UL, an organized list, UL. And then we need LIs. The LIs, we're going to give them a class. I'll just type these longhand for you. Class equals nav-link. Oops. Nav-link. And then href, standing for what what browser are we going to open, what page are we going to open. I'm just going to put a /home. And close it, call it home. And I did do this wrong. This is actually goes in an A column here. So kind of silliness for that error. A, href equals home, close. The ILI is your bullet, your list item. Your A is your link. We're going to move this class over to the link. If you remember when we did the class, we did an A class inside of an LI inside of a UL to get our class so it wouldn't underline the link. And /. And reload my page. Make it large. And I have it under XL left. I really don't want it there, so I'm going to cut it from there because I don't want anything under XL at this moment. Top categories. Put about 400 top categories. Go here, same thing, UL. For about us. And let's go down here under useful links, do the same thing. A UL, and then our list items. And we're not going to put anything under there for now. There we go. Now we're starting to get our bullets in. And we have some class errors here. We're going to touch up these class errors. Come back to the top here. Now my ideal here is when I'm on an extra large monitor like I am, I always feel cheated when a website looks barren. When you're in extra large mode, you usually end up with a huge amount of left, a huge amount of right with nothing and a little bit of content in the middle. Our goal is going to be we're going to have content left and right in extra large mode. And if you load on a smaller video, it's still going to look nice with the 4 columns. So let's move on. There's some real basic errors here put in here. And let's discuss them real quick. Why does this page not look like this page? Well, for one, if you look here, we have home outside of the A. So I'm just going to copy that. Copy. I'm just going to replace the bad ones here. We're going to be getting these from a database. We're putting them in there for a visual reference called a static site, static template. Next, let's see what else is wrong. So that gives us this. Now look, we're missing something here. Something's not right. So let's look at this again. We have popular video. And on getting larger, we have larger video. So we're actually missing an entire section here. Copy. And that's the last one we're missing, actually. We're keeping this, and we have the reverse of that when it's medium. So here, we're going to say XL, none. And then we're going to add a D-MD- block. And we're going to call this video for now, just so we can see it change. Then there's another error here we see that when I get smaller here, top categories looks good here, but look here, this is wrong. If you look here, it's a very common thing and common mistake to do. Notice I have list items, but they're not wrapped within a UL. They got to be within an unorganized list, because that's the way we wrote our class. Your screen also probably looks different because, as I said, we had written a custom class, footer container custom. So if we go to CSS, add this to your class, footer container custom. Now, the first part of our footer is done. And we'll go ahead and go from here on the next video, and we'll build out the bottom and add in a few just for aesthetics. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.